Hello, it's RC Bits. Just wanted to today introduce the XR10 from Axial, their competition crawler. I'm going to show you a build series for this, and really want to focus on anybody new to building a crawler or getting into crawling. The fact this is a competition crawler will put some people off, but you shouldn't be put off. You know, the real difference is this is a motor on axle, so two motors driving each axle, one for the front, one for the rear. However, you can run it with one ESC and then two motors to keep the cost down. You'll lose some dig functionality. And really they're calling it a comp crawler because, you know, the battery space is small, so it doesn't take the standard nickel metal hydride battery that we're all used to. But if you go into bat knowing those things, you'll enjoy it. Okay, let me get everything unboxed and show you what's involved. So inside the box, these are all the parts you've got. First thing you'll notice is no tyres. Don't be put off by that. You know, a lot of people that are crawling, they want to fit their own tyres to their wheels. So you've just got some new axle rims, and they've got a new beadlock design, 2.2s, and there's also a wheel weight system that's in there. You'll also see there are two hardware bags that have got, you know, bead locks, the main chassis, all the suspension links, motor mounts, all the gears. So you can see there's actually only one plastic bag, which is just sort of axles, a couple of links, housings for the gears, and that's really about it that's in there. There's the new hardline body, which you'll see has got this excellent scoop on the top, so when you roll your crawler over you'll be able to flip it back over and it won't just stay stuck on its lid. So really nice body. As you'd expect, then the manual, some decals for it, window masks because there are windows on the crawler, a couple of gates, and then always the little pack of screws that maybe there's been some adjustments to the manual since it came out. So that's really what's in the bag. Let me just lay out all the bits that you're going to need in addition to this to complete your kit. Obviously two sets of tyres. I'm going to go with the 2.2 chisels by Proline, a nice tall tyre with memory foams. I'm going to use my DS6i radio. There's obviously 6 channels, so that's going to give me independent throttle control for front and rear axles. I'm going to use the M2 Dig ESC by Novak. Get some very mixed reviews, but I really want to just start with a simple enough kit. You could also, and I've seen builds done, use Axial's AE2 speed controller and join two motors. I'm going to use the 55 turn crawler motor from Axial. And you could use their standard ESC and just link the two motors together. You will lose a dig functionality where you can lock up the rear axle and dig in the front tyres to turn tighter radiuses. If you do choose this option, you can also change the pinion gear on the rear axle down to a 13 tooth pinion, and that'll just slow the rear axle down and that'll give you a bit of a pull and reduce that turning radius, so that is another option. I will just post the link down to a build thread that I'd seen for doing these motors with the AE2 ESC, if that helps. For battery, got to keep it small. I'm going for the Venom 2S LiPo 20C discharge, 2000 mAh. I may move to 3-cell. If I do, I'll be fitting Castle Creations 10 amp Beck, you know, just to regulate the power to the ESC and obviously to the servo. Good starting servo is this Prolux high torque metal geared servo, which I've used in a couple of my scalers, but I may well move to a more rock crawler orientated Savox servo, something like the SG1256 TG. This has got 20 kilograms of torque, so plenty of torque to get yourself out of tight spots. Paint scheme, I'm going to keep it, you know, like the publicity pictures. I'm going to use metallic graphite and then put some detailing on this orange power, which, believe it or not, is a spot-on match for the Axial orange. My plan's to do the stripes on the body in that. If we use the decals, then obviously after a period of time the decals are going to wear as you roll over. Okay, hopefully that gives you a bit of flavour for what you need for the kit. To make it easy, I'll list all these items and the part numbers in the description below, so you can check those out. And don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll move on to the build.